Good morning. Oh, you're so shocked there's bird shit there? Alright. Let me turn the TV down. Let's do Weekend Energy. Where is... Let me just put this in the freezer. Ice pack in the freezer. Hold on. Actually, if I want to put about my coffee. I'm not trying to feed you yet. Alright. Good morning, good morning. Alright, let me... I haven't looked at these in a while. Alright, pick and choose what we're gonna do. Alright, so we're gonna do Weekend Energy. Put that right over the bird shit. Oh, look, he left another little present right over there. He's just so generous, isn't he, guys? Good morning. You guys can't really see right here. Let me fix that for you. But then you still can't see the eucalyptus. Which I just feel like should be in the read. So let's just do this. It was all stuck together like this candy or something on it. Alright, WkEnd Energy. Let me just go in and label it. I think I forgot. Alright. I actually can't stand that you can even see the computer. I'll have to situate it. I think we had it situated. Oh, it's the plant that's kind of hiding some light right now. But really, oh, there we go. Let's go back to our sand. Mr. Sandman, bring me a drink. Alright, now, so much better. Okay, what was the point of that, right? WkEnd Energy, let's do a couple different collective reads. It's Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day for those who celebrate. We have the Death card, the Seven of Cups reversed. We have Pentacles reversed. It was mostly like that, right? It was like that. And then I grabbed from this way. But should I grab from this way? Alright. That's me. Okay. Yeah, the Death card upright, Seven of Cups reversed, Three of Pentacles reversed, the Moon reversed. So you have either Judgment reversed. So this is really, when I use cards like this, it's really words. I just heard that don't serve you. This can be the end of a cycle. It can be a new beginning. It could be some kind of change. It could be letting go of something. But here it's like lack of choices, feeling trapped, missed opportunity, reality check, making mistakes, refusing to learn, disharmony, confusion, fear, unhappiness, misinterpretation, no self-worth, no self-awareness, doubt, self-loathing, ignoring the call. Well, there's no... I don't want to read it like that. It's just... And I read negatively when it comes to certain stuff, but for those who want to, stay in that energy, have fun. I'm going to work with these cards differently in the sense of clarifying what to look out for. So if something's still negative, it's going to be negative, right? So I mean, that was too much of, it doesn't seem realistic to have that much ick in one reading. I mean, that's like, no. Figure out how they want me to read this. Guys, I guess there's that much ick. But that's like overwhelming for me to read first thing in the morning. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't want to start my day like that. Reading that much shit is, yeah. So let me figure out how I want to read this in terms of you having a good weekend in the sense of what you should be thinking about. So let's think of this read as a new beginning, a chance, an end of a cycle. And I want you to concentrate on those things for those who are in those energies, because that's just, whew, no. There's, lack of choices. You always have a choice. Feeling trapped, you can always see through that. Missed opportunity, I could see why. Reality check, you just, yeah, good luck with that. And then making mistakes, I could see that, but you can fix them. Refusing to learn, stubbornness, disharmony, you're causing it yourself. It's always from your own consequences. Confusion, find your way out. Fear, stand up for yourself. Misinterpretation, then be heard. Unhappy, turn your life around. It's only weekend energy. You're unhappy, do something for yourself. No self-awareness, good luck. Doubt, you can work on that. Motivate yourself. Self-loathing, too bad, so sad. No one wants to, again, your own consequences. Ignoring the calling, if that's the case, a judgment call will be made upon you, because we start with the death card. And if somebody is ignoring some type of calling, I will tell you that is probably the end of that this weekend in regards to repercussions, in the sense of, if you're not following something, you're going to find yourself in this energy. So, let's see what you should be concentrating on this weekend. With the death card, you got spoon, party, celebration, food, drink, feeding your body, health, abundance, feeding your soul, food for thoughts. Lollipop, sugar, something good and something positive coming in, positivity, sweet treat, exciting, and an exciting opportunity. Okay. So, like I said, I read the negatives and then I gave you the cons. For those who are probably flowing, or if you feel yourself, slipping into this energy for some reason, you're able to find your way out. Nurture yourself, motivate yourself, take care of yourself. Opportunity to go out, celebrate the I'm hearing Akashics. Celebrate your accomplishments that you've already have, because I don't do that enough either. And then take those accomplishments and how do you accomplish more? Maybe write a list, So I think a lot of people with this particular reading, if it falls into your category, and it probably should fall into everybody's category with it being planetary energy, do your best to concentrate on things that will only make you feel better. Because I'm literally trying to put myself in this own energy and being like, no way. But if I think about it, I could feel like something is over, like, okay, new chapter, or, I'm a little bent out of shape about something. Feeling like I don't have choices, lack of choices. Not happy about it. Not being happy about it again. Can't really relate with those, though, if I put myself in this situation. So I guess maybe when I know more, or I get this type of confusion or something that would come towards me, I was hoping to help you out that way, but nothing really occurred to me. I'm not saying I'm perfect in any means either, guys, by any means. I'm just not in this type of energy. Like, nothing is, unless I felt like I was out of choices and I was reading something and I misinterpreted it in the sense of I don't have any choices, and then I get like in a sad mood. But I wouldn't be beating myself up, like making mistakes. I don't, refusing to learn. I don't see myself in that energy, just harmony, not with it being the Three of Pentacles and judgment. So let's see what you need to be aware of with this Seven of Cups. Because like I said in the beginning, this is lack of choices. You always have a choice. Feeling trapped, look at something differently. Missed opportunity, try to go after it again. Reality check, good luck. That's a whole nother level of, stupidity. So you have the Fox, sexy or foxy, good luck omen, fox in the hen house, desire to stay single or work alone, quick, witty, sneaky. Then you have white, fresh mindset, the Fool, playfulness, keep an open mind, be flexible, adaptable, innocence, new beginning mindset. So again, it's your mindset when it comes to a reality check, I think too. But you could have a hen in your house, a fox in the house, a fox in the hen house. And that's how they feel. But you have a fresh mindset. But this could be, a good luck omen too, guys. And somebody could have missed an opportunity, with you to communicate, to acknowledge, to, just not saying something, or you guys aren't going after something. Because this is about a new beginning. But there's judgment around you. There's, lack of teamwork around you. There's lies, unhappiness, confusion around you. So again, not you, somebody else. It just seems to be, some harsh energy this weekend for those who are not flowing. For those who are flowing as well, though, you might stumble into this. Good morning. How'd you sleep? Good. Tell me about what do we need to be aware of with this Three of Pentacles? Because this could be you, learning an apprenticeship, working hard, working with somebody. You got codependent, clingy, help, fixer, chaser, runner dynamic, substance abuse, addictions, horse, high horse. Here's we go with the ego, proud, dependable, to own, discernment, faulty foundation, workhorse, in need of work, fine outside, unstable inside, proud. Yeah, see, this is something's not working here. There's no teamwork. There's no creativity. Somebody's not learning. They're not appreciating things here. So do be careful, because there is somebody who acts like they want to help, but they're not. Or this could just be the energy of the self-lover. Okay, so in that case, it could just be a friend draining your energy. I do think you just need a heads up. I do think you need to be a little careful here. Definitely be cautious, because it's a codependent, clingy friend, ex, family person. It is, and again, this could just be you being addicted to work, working on one thing versus other things in your life. But it's not working for you, and I'll tell you, it's definitely not working for other people either. So if anybody comes towards you, or you have energy like this coming toward you this weekend, try to handle it the best way you can. I mean, it could be an ex, somebody who doesn't want to leave you alone. It could be just somebody who, you heard it through the grapevine, possibly. What do we need to know about the moon being reversed? You got ball, gameplay, let's play, dropping the ball, colorful, making the most of a situation by inflating it, bouncing back. The ball's in your court. So the ball's in someone's court here, whether it's yours or not. Yeah. Looks like, something about dropping the ball. It's like mic drop. That keeps coming in too. So you might have some haters out there, energy that just, I don't know. But this is somebody who's unconscious of certain things, fantasizing, illusions, not using their intuition, lies. No poo-poo on mama. Stop it. No. Oh, you didn't. Sorry. I thought you did. Sorry, buddy. Dropping the ball. Someone could be deciding to use their intuition here, but I think it would be sneaky, or it's fear. Fear of being judged, fear of something not working out, maybe you're trying to, or you already processed an ending and it's like, no point in trying again. That whole energy of like, I'll be single my whole life, if it comes to that, or I'll just work. If it comes to work, let's get one more for the moon reversed. You got tape, very sticky situation, cutting things away in order to hold things together or fixing things. But you got to be careful here because somebody here is going to want to fix something, and I can't tell if this is like in order to do something, balls in the court, but like I keep hearing dropping the ball. So I don't know if this is kind of like letting their sources down. I don't know what that's about. Or letting I think this is a good thing in a way. I just don't know how. If somebody's willing to drop the ball and possibly come clean, it's the moon, or overcome some type of fear. But this next move, I mean, Judgment's been on the board for almost a month now, guys. That's a too long of a linger. You really need to sit down this weekend and recognize it. Is that Judgment in your hands, or is it in somebody else's court? If it's in somebody else's court, and it's on them, then leave it be. If it's, in your hands, I would really try to reflect on something that this could possibly be and figure out if it's worth holding on to. Thoughts, memories, objects, work, old way of thinking. So like I said, this is kind of this particular read. I'm going to do another one, but it's tough, Hey, there's no clothes in the dryer, Budsky. They're out here in the basket that I didn't put away. Tell me about Judgment. What do we need to be aware of with this Judgment? They are clean. I just didn't even get a chance to fold them. Rhinoceros, I'm not sure. Success, wealth, symbolizes luck and hope. Reasonable. where am I? Reasonable, but cancerous, beast who allows nothing, need of control, boost of mood to stand in the way. So somebody might come in and try to block. I'm getting boisterous. I need to change my glasses. That would be why I couldn't see right there. Did you find them? Oh. There's no more dirty clothes, so. Boisterous. Could be an awakening for some, or they've kind of already, somebody's already in that energy. But it's a, need a control too. Beast who allows nothing. Reasonable. This energy is not going to interfere with somebody. Somebody's not having it, whether it's you, whether it's a friend, whether it's two people dealing with something, and one is not going to let the other one rule how something possibly goes. There's, again, there's kind of some icky energy here. I'll tell you exactly what I said in the beginning of this read. I'm going to get this last card for this reading. You got bees, hardworking person, fertilization, life-sustaining thing, growth, provider, fearless, sweet situation, seeking, respected. Yeah, like I said, like some of you, it's, symbolizes good luck. So it's the complete opposite. It works together, but it's the complete opposite too, because, this is telling me somebody already had some type of awakening and is just slacking or self-loathing, but being aware. You could be doubting yourself with a certain situation, but the best advice I can give you here would be to absolutely go for something here. If you know what it is, absolutely go for it. If it's iffy and you have to reflect, like I said in the beginning, when I started at 9, when I laid down all the cards, picked them up, put them back down, I didn't want to work with it. This is a big reading for you guys. I'd go back and watch it from the beginning. Because there's energy here that can absolutely do it. But if there's any type of fear, there's somebody here that's already had an awakening and is continuing to work. If you feel like you're getting a little bit into this energy for some reason, it could be one thing that, the trickle effect. It's like the butterfly effect, but like I'm hearing the trickle effect. Don't let that happen. Just know you're very well, respected. There's a lot of growth. Maybe have some honey or research some honey or some bees over the weekend. Because this is a really big deal. Like, I don't know if something previously got in the way, but it still lingers. So for others, just focus on, review your options. What can you change in your life? A little bit of self-reflection this weekend. I don't know exactly where the transits are at, but just sit down with a notebook and be like, okay, whether good mood or not a good mood, self-reflection in the sense, if you got a chance and you're not busy, take some time and not necessarily reflect on life or what went wrong or this and that, just self-reflect in the sense of maybe you need a good to-do list and you haven't changed your to-do good list in a while, and it's just kind of been routine, weekend routine. Try to switch that up and tell yourself, this is what I'm going to do this weekend, or this is what I'm going to concentrate on next weekend. Because there's definitely a success here if you put your mind to something, but you also have, I don't know, some of you it's just outside clutter and it has nothing to do with you, but you're still dealing with these universal energies. So these energies might just pop in, like creep in. So like I said in the beginning, when it comes to these cards in particular, this could be an end of a cycle and a beginning, changing, letting something go. Others, it's like, it's upright, but it could be, this is all negative. So it's like people who fear change or are holding on to the past, depressed, can't, delaying endings, slacking. But you have, I'll do this one more time. Lack of choices, you always have a choice. Feeling trapped, you can find your way out of it. Missed opportunity, well, why did you miss an opportunity? How did you miss an opportunity? You figure that, it's go and make that opportunity again. Don't dwell, don't fantasize, make decisions, go after opportunities. If you missed one, there's another one. Reality check, good luck. Making mistakes, fix them. Refusing to learn, consequences there. Disharmony, it's the choices you're making. So it's the lingering energy that, you will now consequently need to deal with. I don't see empathy here like that. You do have confusion. You can find your way out of this. There would only be confusion if you misinterpreted something or you're letting the fear get the best of you. If, again, you're self-loathing, but you have happiness, but confusion, then maybe self-reflect. Fear, write down why there's fear, or stop worrying about the fear. Self-motivation, good listening music, sweep your house, dust, do spring cleaning. If there's misinterpretation, then don't get confused over it. Just wait until you can get the correct answer. Like, say you're waiting on a doctor, do something else over the weekend until a doctor gets back to you. Make yourself happy. Don't just sit there and wonder like, oh man, because then you're going to find yourself in this self-loathing where it's like this or that, or this energy is so overwhelming because the death is here. It's a planetary transition. For everybody have a new beginning to change cycles, right? And it's the Leo full moon too. That Leo full moon would definitely pull you to make changes, but it also has the negative side of it where there's fear and lack, and it's just the negative side of Leo. And I think if that's the case, then this full moon for some people is going to make people somewhat miserable. And again, that's going to linger on throughout the month, not just weekend energy, but that's for those who put themselves in certain situations thinking that they won't have consequences. Like I said, you can always change what this energy is. No self-awareness, then again, good luck. I am not gonna, good luck. You're doubting yourself? Figure out what it is you're really doubting, because this feels like a stupid doubt. I hate to say it. This doesn't feel like a self-confidence thing. If it is a self-confidence thing, again, it's working on this self-motivation, clean things, listen to the right type of music, the right type of beats. Maybe you need to play rain in the background. Maybe you need to play like feng shui. Maybe you just, things like that. If you don't sage, then, stuff like that. I'm seeing somebody putting like a bowl of water on a counter, and then you can talk into the water and say, please, cleanse this air. Even if it's not something you normally do. I've never done that, but you can always put intentions into water. There's a lot of feelings and energy here, right? So again, you can always put your intentions into water. We're in that fire energy right now, but there's no spark here. Unless this is somebody, there's definitely a spark with some people where it's like allowing the change, seeing opportunities, being very creative, listening to their intuition, going after, spiritual calling, that type of stuff. And if you're not quite there, because I feel like there's energy that's not quite there. Good morning, Sandra. I feel like there's energy that's not quite there yet. Then I do think for that particular last couple sentences, might want to go back in. I'm just going to say like maybe around 40 and listen to that sentence again, because I think that was kind of telling me to go back and to listen to that as well, because sometimes we hold ourselves back. But again, this judgment is a big deal. So if this is self-conscious, this is why I'm saying you should really self-reflect, even if it feels like you don't have to. When it comes to this reading, if you think this reading is for you, but I feel like this reading is for like everybody, like I'm hearing mankind. Like it's just a matter of how you're interpreting this. Like this seems to be an important reading where I'm kind of even, like I said, getting called to, reevaluate what this actually is. So my mind doesn't get stuck in this. So there could be a transit, there could be a void, there could be a gateway, there could be something happening this weekend in the sky that I am unaware of, and you do not want to get stuck in those fucking voids, guys. You do not want to get stuck in those fucking gateways. When you go through a gateway or a void purposely, things like that, you imagine yourself going through them. You walk through. You don't want to get sucked into those. You want to make a choice. Some don't have a choice because it's just something about the energy. So again, no self-awareness, doubt. You got to self-reflect on something. Self-loathing. Just getting through the weekend is not good enough. I know some people, oh my God, let me just get through the weekend. I just feel like it's not good enough. So there must be energy this weekend, guys, where your thought process, again, linear process, your thought process matters. Because I feel like making love. I feel like there must be, I'm hearing a moonwalk. There's obviously something huge happening that we're unaware of, and it's just this sudden shift. And looking at it this way seems, great. But it's like a slow awakening too. I don't want anybody to get stuck in this moon or Seven of Cups, because there's certain energy that wants you to get stuck. Like it's almost like it's like AI or robots or just mischievous minions, is what I'm hearing. That like want to fuck up like buttons in your head, especially for those who are just, we're ending a cycle. No matter what cycle it is, there's still an end of a cycle this weekend, and it's a big one. And I didn't even realize it was such a big ending when it comes to something this weekend. And again, I don't think a lot of people realize this off the computer, I don't think a lot of people realize this because it's so shit on this. Hold on. It's so it's like masked. Oh, what happened? Cancel. Sorry about that, guys. It's like masked energy. So this is an important read. So you don't get into that energy. And it did start with that card when it was kind of like about you, happy go energy. I know you can't just wipe depression away, but holding on, fear of change. There's something subconscious here that's going to be brought to the conscious that you might not even have been aware of. And you were like, oh my Lord. Because if that's the case, consciously, they're waking up little parts and pieces of your body or your conscious mind a little bit, like tweaking something, like, hey, knock knock. And I think you would feel it. And in that case, that could be like confusion, because it's like, you're feeling something, but you don't know why. Isn't that a song? You put me up there on the cloud thing. I just felt like I sang a song at the same time there. Halsey, maybe? Somebody else's ego. Like, I put you up there. I don't know if it's mutual self-respect there. So this is a good thing with this death card, because it's I want to say universal, but I'm getting pulled more. It's a planetorial thing. It's an enlightenment type thing. And it's almost like, hi, you had an awakening, but never woke up. Where are you, Butsky? It's that type of vibe. Like, it's already been turned on. It's already been activated, but your consciousness hasn't let you experience it yet. It's got to be something in regards to that type of energy. So again, definitely a little tricky. Hi. Huggy, kissy. I love you. Have a good day at school. What time? 9:15?
Yeah, are you grabbing me?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, Grandpa. Will you give me a little more water, please? Whew. Did you get a second? I didn't do my inhaler.
That thing's almost out of water.
I know.
But I gotta go.
All right. I love you.
Bye-bye.
No notification yet, but I'm sure any second.
I'm gonna go out the door to the garage.
Front door. Love you. Every time I cough and I think it's like a tickle, it's not. My airways being obstructed. I ended up going to the doctor shortly after YouTube because my chest started hurting and stuff. And it was like right after that fucking read with everything. And I'm like, maybe I'm just feeling it for other people. And then it like started getting really heavy. And my asthma is really bad right now. It was like I was having an asthma attack for like a week and I didn't even know it because this is new to me. So I have to go get the disc they gave me that wasn't available yesterday with steroid in it. First time experiencing that, and that's been happening to me for weeks. And I just thought I had a tickle and was taking water. My airway was actually obstructed. So, again, you could have already had some type of activation here without it actually fully activating, but you can. So, like, you weren't aware of the activation, but it's there. And you might come across something on an idea this weekend or something just kind of like, bam, and you're like, what? Why didn't I think about that before? It was already programmed. It was already set into motion. So you can see something through. So it does feel like with the importance of this message, whatever this was supposed to already been conscious. If it has to do with a spiritual calling or an awakening, it seemed like it was like a conscious energy, something that you were aware of, but your subconscious was holding you back, and this is a great reading to clear that energy simply by grabbing a notebook and possibly just, self-reflecting or writing a new to-do list or what to do this weekend versus like normal routine. Okay. So again, with judgment reversed, if you have no self-awareness, then clearly go within and find it. You're doubting yourself. You really need to seek motivation, and you might not be willing to do that because there's self-loathing here, but if somebody's ignoring a calling here, I think it's going to become somewhat very clear to you that is you, and I think you have to actually physically try and write things down to actually activate what this is for you. So I do get a funny feeling that message is for me as well. Like I said, it's already activated, and it's just time to use it as a tool versus putting it away in the fucking toolbox and not needing it until you're forced. And some people won't be forced. It will just be taken away, probably. It's like that feeling of missing the boat, but it's the feeling of you thinking you missed the boat. So I'll just take like a good morning, like a minute so I can catch my breath, because so I can actually absorb some of this albuterol. I had no idea that when I was doing those little coughs with water, my airway was restricted. I knew I couldn't breathe unless I had water. It was happening in the middle of the night. And then it's like I started putting 2 and 2 together after that reading I did yesterday. And I was like, fuck, I think that's me too. So I just need a steroid for the next 4 months to stay in my lungs for every 12 hours, twice a day. All right, dear goddess, please let us kind-hearted folks in the punchline to be this big cosmic joke already. I'm hearing transversing. But how it could just be us transversing, the meaning of transversing energy. To move across it through the field energy. So something you said there that I'm getting pulled to. Dear goddess, please let us kind-hearted folks in the punchline to this big cosmic joke. Off the computer. Yeah, I mean, I think we're already in and we're already aware, and like in the sense to the cosmic joke. And I know you're kind of talking about, well, what I think you're talking about and what spirit I think is pulling me to actually talk about here would be like the air, the transits, like the planes, the weather, that type of stuff. I'm assuming that's what you're talking about. The birdies get it. Yeah, they sure do. So the energy is transversing. It could be interaction with energy, application to physics. Again, this could be a message for some of you guys when I just ended the first read. Like, you would be able to understand this. Transversing. So I think that's, a message. Transversing message for you guys. And then we'll do read 2. Oh, yeah? Peanut butter. Peanut butter. What happened? I flipped it in the beginning of this reading and didn't want to move. Sorry, don't want to make you shaky. Yeah, see, there's definitely something going on here with energy. I want to get the corners off. Cootie, cootie, cootie. Come on, release that corner. There we go. So again, I do think read 1 is extremely relevant. Come on. I have to unstick that. It's just going to clear some energy here. Oh, it kind of looks like a whale. This has never gotten stuck like that before. Like, it really does not want to release. Come on. That looked like a little, that just looked like a, not a squid, like a jellyfish. All right. Hello. Hi, I just got the notification a minute or 2 ago. All right, I love you. All right, sounds good, love you. Bye. To move across or through a field of energy. And again, I feel like that's energy too. It's getting stuck again. So like I said, guys, I really feel like there's a void or a gateway. There's definitely something trying to interact. Again, energy transversing energy is to move across or through a field of energy, essentially applying a passage of energy from one point to another, often used in physics to describe particles or wave travels through medium while interacting with energy distribution. It signifies an act of crossing or passing through an energy landscape. So, I mean, you could just be taking a walk in your backyard. I mean, you can have, this opening in your backyard and not even realize it, guys. It's not something you have to see, and it's not mysterious, you know. When it comes to read one, when I was talking about voids and all that, it's one thing to like not see them and get sucked in, but it's nice to envision them and actually walk through yourself because you're choosing to look to see what's possibly behind that never ending can't see until you get there. So energy is definitely tricky this weekend. All right, read two. Read two. Two, WkEnd Energy. Staying alive, staying alive. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Staying alive. But I'm also getting pulled to a movie I just saw that I saw years ago that's on Netflix. I think it's called Food Night or Review. They all go to like this restaurant to eat. And it's like a secluded restaurant, and then it just gets crazy and crazier, and you know, people get murdered. Or like you're invited. I don't know, something like that with food. It's an older movie. It's okay. You're welcome. It's pulling me to like food and wine. And she does have wine in a glass. It is temperance. So be careful, because that's also an indication of maybe even food poisoning, alcohol poisoning, like especially if you're being reckless. Because I see her wings behind her, but nobody else would be able to see those. But I'm also getting the vibe of of like a smart ass. If I can do anything. Or like a daredevil, watch this. And I don't typically get that. I believe this is Venus. I'm seeing right there. And it is, but I couldn't tell if I was seeing the horns. So it threw me off a little bit. I know it's fire, Sag, Leo, Aries, but under the tree, on the stone, right there, I couldn't tell if, good morning, I couldn't tell if it was Venus or not, if I was seeing something, but it's just the rocks. So I'm not quite sure how to read this temperance for you quite yet. Fearless beginning, fearful beginning. Okay, so something is risky. It's like, do I go, do I not? Because again, it's pulling me to that movie. Who plays that? What's the movie on Netflix where they go to like an island for a fancy dinner and then they all get trapped? I'm not telling you the ending. It still has a decent ending. The Menu. It's called The Menu. I watched it. I mean, to me, it was like, okay. But other people might really like it. It'd be like, oh, no way. But I am getting pulled to The Menu. But that's a dangerous situation, The Menu. Or you're thinking it's dangerous and it's not. Or it's got to be something here because this is a strong message with just that card and then a fearful beginning. But it's almost like doing it. But I would never do something that risky if I was drinking. It would be reckless to, climb a mountain. Or is like there no drinking and it's just like, all right, I got this, but you're testing your limits or spirit's testing your limits. You're being tested. Maybe you're taste testing. Just be careful. Good morning, guys. Just be careful if you're going out for dinner or anywhere. I'm not really seeing like people drugging your drinks or whatnot. I mean, if you're in a club and doing this, you always have to be cautious. But this is more, it feels like you're mature, and you know the difference between, a reckless decision and a foolish decision, but you might take the risk. And you guys can watch that movie if you want. I didn't tell you the ending. The preview would just kind of tell you that anyway. Six of Swords needed change. I mean, are you creating like a reckless change? Like you're not thinking it through type change because you're just sick of being in the same energy? You can be in your own backyard with a bottle of wine and, a wine glass and talking to the moon, but you got a little buzz and, you're just talking, trying to find a balance with them to figure out what's next. But I don't know if you keep getting here. This is a strong awakening because I am getting pulled, guys, like to the sense of like, I even need to situate this myself in regards to read one. Read one so far is the most important read for a weekend energy that I have done in a very long time. And here, I don't think it's like you can trip and fall. I mean, obviously you could if you're in your own backyard. You are protected, but I don't know if you're testing spirit in the sense like, oh yeah, like you're mad at spirit. Like I get mad and irritated with spirit sometimes where, I throw the fucking pendulum and, fuck you guys. And then I have to go and apologize because it's just me getting upset and, I need to be logical on how I work with the pendulum. Working with the pendulum, guys, is not simple. A lot of people just like, oh, back and forth, this and that. Never mind doing it yourself. We don't do it ourselves. We're mind controlled. Not when you let spirit take over, not when you let your guides take over. It's extremely accurate. And it took me fucking years to acclimate to a pendulum. That's why like my kids touch it. I'm like, I don't really want them to have it because in the beginning it's extremely unreliable until everybody's connected to it. I'm seeing like a torch. I mean, this thing it's with me all the time, in a pocket, in a car, in a jacket, next to me on my bed. Sometimes I just hold it. Some people might call that like codependent or, so this must be again like people going back and forth. There must be a spiritual thing here, a belief thing here. Because some people say that's me being like codependent or letting, your guides make all your life choices, things like that. But I don't see it that way. I make my own choices and then tune in to see right or wrong or any type of advice. It's still my life. What's up, Backstreet Boys? Gotta love when the Backstreet Boys come through. So I don't know if there's somebody judging you here, or if you're judging yourself thinking you're not capable of doing this, or you're trying to find what this is. Because the first read might actually confuse you, because I do feel like I feel like in the midst of the read we can understand it. But now it's kind of coming in here and making it, I'm hearing whitewashed. Isn't that like when you put someone's face in the snow? Hey Siri. What's the meaning of whitewash?
As a noun, whitewash means a solution of lime and water or of whiting, size and water, used for painting walls white. Do you want to hear the next one?
No, thank you. What's the meaning of whitewash? Deliberate, incriminating, unpleasant, attempt to conceal an unpleasant or incriminating fact about somebody. Most sources prefer to ignore or whitewash most of the disturbing aspect of such reports. Is it pulling me to, is it like whiteout? Like if somebody was, is it kind of like telling me you think like if you were to use whiteout, like on a paper, like covering up a document or something? No, it's definitely pulling me to like the verb. It's not pulling me to actual sidings or housing. Whitewashing is what birds do. What cars? Yeah, no. That's not what this is. This is like the attempt to conceal something unpleasant or incriminating facts about somebody or something. It's like I can tell it's because there's such a risk here. Like it's risky. So I don't know if this is you ignoring this, or if, like I said in the other read, it's not like a clean slate. It's something incriminating or unpleasant fact about someone or something. Most sources prefer to ignore or whitewash the most disturbing aspect of such reports. So basically covering it up, sweeping it under the carpet. But this could have to do with taxes. It is tax time, because I'm getting like whiteout. So I know it has to do with like documents. So it's something with the value. It's something. I think it's even deliberately. Somebody could be trying to leave something. I'm hearing addendum. Somebody could be attempting to leave something out of something. Let me just pull more cards because this is risky. If it has to do with us, I'm kind of hearing no. But somebody else is, considering risking something as if like they can't die. Like they're testing spirit or something. Like reckless. Queen of Cups, intuitive comparison. Somebody maybe can feel something here, procrastinating action. That's kind of pulling me to like upright with the Page of Wands would be building, architect, things like that, rapid fire planning. But this is like procrastinating. That kind of reminds me of like the whitewash if we're talking about that. But be careful, like, ow, if you're in like a building. There's something very risky here. I think it's more, I don't think it's a risk. It's either negligence or recklessness, and you would cause your own impairment or your own disability, your own death, But others, just be careful, like in buildings, old buildings, new buildings, just your surroundings. Because there's a structural thing here that's not properly aligned, and I don't know if that's within you or a building, a mountain, something in your backyard, a tree. But I also think you guys are the Queen of Cups. And Temperance. So again, this does have to do with read 1. So be patient, ground yourself. I don't know if it's just something with this weekend. These are very important energies. Again, read 1. You could be in the midst of working through transversing your own energy, working with the energy that's out there, going through your own gateway, creating your own gateway. Again, you might know what this is and you're just kind of a little fearful and procrastinating. So something tells me, once again, with read 1, it's subconscious, and but it lingers in your consciousness, but there's something subconsciously that is holding you back, but I don't think you're aware. But as soon as, that's why I said to like write notes or something, write on things like you can work out yourself, write down, because I think that's what's going to actually enlighten you. Because if this is about an ability, it's already yours, it's there. And I don't think it's there. So it's almost like you need to activate it. And it doesn't have to be like overnight, but it is a weekend where if you know this what this is, then it's time to go. I don't know if you're trying to prep or you're just holding off. But this is like, you need this fearless beginning. And with this energy, you're guided. You can be an earth angel. You can be other people's guide. You're very intuitive. You're compassionate. You speak from your heart. And once this clicks, it's just like rapid fire for you. But maybe it seems too controversial. Typically, I don't think that would stop a spiritual that knows like they're going places or they're here for certain things, or just a mindset that, on how you want to live. You don't have to just be a light worker or, all this other stuff. It is you as an individual, your thought process. There's nothing stopping any of us in this world except for ourselves. And now this is like, I feel like there's a shortcoming here, or it's like a force, but you don't want that force. Or it's like, you might be like, all right, you're feeling this pressure, and now you're like, all right, I might miss the boat. I've missed the boat with certain things. And again, this could be like consciously, I know, for me, for an example, consciously, I know I'm good at certain things. This could have to do for me like prophecies. And I keep getting on YouTube and doing cards. I keep getting on Mystical Moment and doing cards. And for months, it's like, nope, let's do stocks. Let's do let's, use those, seer abilities. And it's like, I remember feeling like I'm getting pushed off Mystical Moment. Do I combine them? Do I switch the names? What do I do? And it's like, consciously, I know I got to sort that out, but I haven't been. But this is telling me subconsciously, it's because there's something else subconsciously that needs to be woken up. Not like accepted, like woken up. Like the ability is there, and until something clicks in my head, I feel stuck. Some of you are going to feel like abandoned by spirit. That's a bad feeling. So careful there. That's just comes down to frustration. Let's get your best advice for temperance, patience, balance. The devil, destruction or indulgence. So this is, you must be repeating something. And it's not the devil and like, oh my God, but need a change. So it's like a force of change. Like if you think about it, I've been saying it for months about the other channel. And now it's kind of like, all right, Court, I'm talking to you too. I'm not just talking to everybody else out there. Again, it's just change of life, change of thought process, change of, proceeding with something. So again, I think this could just be fear with this fearful beginning, and you have to find that balance. And I think the fear, like, because you need to release, but it's like fear. You could be like underestimating yourselves. It's just, again, I feel like it's something that's already been activated. And it's just like waiting for you. Well, Spirit's saying no. I think in this particular read, it's time to activate it. So you might want to write down or work with certain crystals that activate certain gifts, energy pathways. I don't know if this is easy, but not easy as opening a door and just saying, okay, here we go. So I don't know if you're trying to like maybe perfect something here. but there's no perfection needed. This is just, procrastination. But it's like you don't realize you're procrastinating. That's just it. It's like subconsciously, like your conscious and subconscious need to kind of click. They need to line up. They need to work together. So however you want to manage that, I mean, you can talk to spirit, you can work on fear, look up crystals. I wouldn't get like super involved in the sense of like reading and be like, how do I get past fear when I don't know it's there? Yada, yada. No, you're getting sidetracked when you do stuff like that. You got to keep it simple because it's already there. Let me get your best advice for the Fool. Reversed, you got the Knight of Coin and the King of Coin. So it takes patience to succeed, but there's secure abundance in this direction. This could be somebody coming into your life. And you're fearful of getting involved with somebody right now. But if that's the case and somebody does come into your life, I do see this as a ring bearer, somebody that would lift you up, want you to succeed, wants you to go after your goals. I don't think this person's already in your life. I think this person would be coming in once you activate. Well, it's already once you activate what this is for you. You put it in line. You put the pieces together and you start. And this could be simple for some people, working on your health, weight loss, weight gain, eating better. It's just because health has been coming in lately too. Queen of Cups. You're comparing. I don't know. You got to stop comparing. Eight of Coins. Inquiring expertise. Yeah, somebody. I don't know if you need information on something. Didn't I say something about a torch in one of these reads? I didn't even realize that the torch was in this deck like that. Acquiring expertise. Again, like you could already know what this is and you're trying to perfect it. But I think that would be holding somebody back here if you're trying to perfect it. I think this is an energy coming in as you start whatever this is. Could be somebody who eventually wants to partner up with you. I would think that this would probably be coming in soon, that there's already some type of alignment. I would think within the next few months, there's definitely something. Could even be within this transit of Leo. Or the next transit with Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You might have to inquire and ask somebody something and then use your intuition. Do I want to do this? Do I not? This person might come into your life before. This energy might come into your life even before you start something. Because this is saying you already have security. Or security is coming in. But it's still saying like you need this patience to success. Because whatever this is probably long term. And in order to actually not achieve, but there is somebody here or something here that is going to help expand something for you. And it could just be your awareness. Because I think we're the ones procrastinating. This doesn't feel like a silly like love life type thing. This seems like this is something we all have to pay attention to. Good morning. I'm on YouTube. What's up? Oh, happy Valentine's Day. Oh, I love it. Oh, and you got the best kind of gummy bears. You want to see Mia?
Yeah, and we're going to do whatever I want to like get my nails done and everything.
Oh. So you going to get a pedicure?
I don't know what we're doing.
They're beautiful.
Yeah, they're expensive. They're $50.
Yeah, the roses are insane.
Because it came with like a bag.
Yeah.
And the beads and the love. And
yeah. That's actually a good price for all that. Huh?
I actually recently, yesterday, got rid of my zebra balloon and your happy birthday balloon. I had to off my closet, so it's all
I know. I think I finally threw away the Get Well balloon. I don't know why I feel bad throwing away balloons. I'm like, oh, it feels so personal. I know.
But I had to because it was
I know.
Deflated, and it was just hanging on my closet like it was fucking dead.
Right. It's just, yeah, it's just who we are. Sentimental. All right, I'll call you after YouTube. Happy Valentine's Day.
Do you want any of this? The little kitchen cat. I'm kind of want to put a cat on us.
I like the star.
This little star?
I
like the little star.
I like the little star, but I like the silver star because I like silver better than gold.
The silver star.
But let me see the gold star. Oh, it's right there.
But then they'll match.
Oh, look, there's a little star. I want that little silver star.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah.
What I picked off first.
Oh. All right, good to go. I love you. Bye. Oh, sorry. Did I not let you say hi to Mia? Jesus. Real quick, okay? Is that why you're squawking at me? Say hi to Peanut Butter.
Hi, Peanut Butter.
Okay, say hi to Mia. All right, say
Bye.
bye.
Peanut Butter. I love you. Bye, Peanut Butter. I love you.
All right, bye.
Bye.
I think he was bent out of shape right there, to be quite honest with you. Reassessing priorities. Earned reward. So there's got to be, there's something here that definitely needs to be situated. Definitely reassess priorities here, because there is something here that they want you to work on. It could be an addiction. It could be working with people that have addictions. It could be your own addictions, your own habits, good habits, bad habits. But I do feel like this very much is like a spiritual thing when it comes to your own essence, your own soul, your borrowed body, but the soul remaining. It doesn't have to be as topsy-turvy as like something seems for you. So the only thing I'm thinking is that you may want to work by yourself, or you're independent man, independent woman, but this is an energy of somebody that does have knowledge of something that is going to be useful, that has something to do with either your business, your mindset. You could be collaborating with somebody, health products, merging companies, if they're a lot alike. You know, there's enterprise here as well. And that can be in the long run, but I think it'd be coming in within the next few months for sure if this is already on the board. Because that first reading was really important. So what you're about to do does feel extremely risky. But I think you should absolutely see something through here and make a judgment call, because something will pay off. So again, you're not sure what this is. I mean, I feel like tonight, or when I just kind of am sitting around, like even asking spirit to like help me tap into like whatever's going on subconsciously or whatever it is, like consciously I'm not seeing, because it's, you know, it's like there, but it's not there. So that can become extremely frustrating. 9 of Swords, relieving past trauma. So again, it's just working through the energies this weekend. Whew. Let's do the energy this weekend that we're working with. 137, 33. So I just want the energy that's out there, what we might encounter, how we're feeling, what we might need to interpretate. So I don't know, you got pink, conservation, save your pennies, healthy choices, intelligence, don't run with your money, spending, moderation. You got the camel, travel, journey, wisdom, insurance, survival service, self-sufficiency, conservation, stamina. Got conservation twice. Flowers, owl, insight. Oh, I probably should have took those cards out, obviously. I don't know what the other one is, I don't think. Not bad. Almost positive it was the owl. I remember saying insight. Let me just see if there's any other card that was brown that would look like that. No. Okay, so that was it. Love, springtime, couple, romance, happy, growth, vibrant, union, watching things bloom and grow. Insight, wisdom, owl, unusual powers, discernment, deciphering mysteries, seeing the truth behind the wall, good advice, no sense of humor, look at life from all angles, explore unknown in a magical life. So, I mean, this looks pretty good. I still feel like I'm not quite picking up on the message here, though. So I don't, again, it could be that read one, like maybe there is some confusion here, but again, you can always work out confusion. It's like keep going. Exploring the unknown. You have the wisdom, you have the insight. You could even have unusual powers. But this is like, use them with discernment though, but I don't know if you're aware of these yet. This could be, again, like don't get ahead of yourself, don't get cocky, don't. It's just a very unusual powers of discernment, just certain things that are going to help you like perceive something. So you might perceive something differently. You might have to, or, be willing to before you make a decision on how your perception wants to see it. You might have to be willing to look at something differently. But I do like the vibe. I don't know if this is conservation when it comes towards your own health. Hey Siri. Conserving energy. Hey Siri. The meaning of conservation. Just seeing something through. Sorry. Go ahead. Okay. So I don't see you guys using it in a bad way, because this seems positive. Meaning of conservation. And I don't think it's just like conserving, Again, I think if anything, it'd be like conserving energy. But prevention of wasteful use of a resource. They launched a week-long campaign to promote energy conservation. In physics, the principle of total value, quantity. Again, it could just be you protecting yourself, restoration of a natural environment, working with wildlife. I did notice very strong, you have a camel and an owl. Preservation, protection. You could be a very strong advocate because of your own principles, such as energy, mass, linear, or angular. It means constant in the system, which is not subject to external influence. And I keep saying linear to you guys. You might want to do your own research on that. It's usually a way of thinking, but this is kind of wording it differently. It's energy. It's physics. What do you want us to know about pink over the weekend? Because this is really good energy. You got the world. So again, that's how, as I say, World War I started. That's how the first read started, with the world. So it is kind of a wrap up. It is a congratulations, all in moderation. You're moving forward. You're making the right choices. You're making intelligent choices. Tell me about the camel, please. So you're about to start something here. Four of Swords, going within, really thinking about it. Thinking about, maybe you're good at survival skills or something here. But I feel like this is kind of a card linked to the past life. I just had a read recently that was like that with the 8 of Wands. Travel, journey, wisdom, endurance, survival, service, self-sufficient. Tell me about the 4 of Swords here, because this is stamina. This is just like you really need to think about something here. And the 2 of Cups, so it could have to do with another person, a friend. This can be an ending or a beginning. It is something from your past. Are you better off alone? Better off alone. Or, are you better off together? This could be a guide coming to help you. You can have a new guide by your side. Maybe you want to fight off this energy or this, but this is like, go for it. So again, this might be in regards to, oh, you can't see, I'm so sorry. It might be in regards to like a partnership here too, guys. There's something you're really good at. And again, I did feel that past life that was there. So could be a dream, just a shift of energy. I still feel stuck here, but I think that's linked to the past life and it's nothing you really need to worry about. Yeah, so you have strength, so you're blooming, you're growing, like you have it in you. So you have this stamina, you have this. So I don't know if this is something you need to let go of, but this is exactly why I said like you might have to change your perspective here when it comes to something. It could be in the springtime. It could be coming up. And maybe you just don't know if you have enough strength to confront it, but you do. It's just a matter of, are you willing to hear what somebody else has to say or someone's opinion on the TV, somebody that comes to you, like whatever it is, you have to be willing to talk about it or look at it in a fresh, not necessarily a fresh way, but like look at it in a fresh like beginning, you look at it as a fresh start. So there's energies that already dissipated here. So is this person strong enough to start something brand new, a brand new cycle, a new way of living, a fun way of living, a great way of looking at things? There is, again, somebody here that is either extremely no good for you or somebody you might want to get advice from. Hopefully that person would, return it, or maybe somebody's, thinking about you and, you really changed somebody's outlook, really, a lot of insight, making better choices for them. Because this could be energy like they made certain choices and it's like, okay, here we go. You can do it. You have it. You might be exhausted, but like you have it in you to work on something, renew something. Could be your own energy, but it could be with your children. It's saying that there's somebody else here versus, something coming in and you got to look at something like it's already here. So if you're waiting on something or you think somebody is going to appear or reach out because all the other stuff you read and it's like, all right, well, other readers and it's been months, this and that, like we all go through that shit. This is why reads like this is so important. So you're more self-sufficient when it comes to looking at something differently, but still having strong beliefs. So I definitely felt that coming in, but it could be this other person too, wanting to help, wanting to give, wanting a fresh slate, I guess. Or it's you just wiping your slate clean. Something that went down in the past, and you really had to change your perspective because you got work to do. So say you're single and you're thinking about somebody, stop thinking about them. So I don't know if you feel stuck here with something, or it's somebody else that feels stuck with something, but this type of energy wouldn't let another energy slow them down. So I think this is spirit asking for you to change your perspective when it comes to something here. If there is some type of communication with somebody else, or just look at life differently, or research something, or because it's almost like you are so self-sufficient and you can take this journey on your own. But I do think there's somebody meant to take this journey with you. And I don't know if it's like you kind of want to fight it off. So again, if you're thinking about in particular things that, that are not serving your energy right now, if you want something, go after it. Like this is like someone's not talking to you, multiple people, you're not talking to them for your own reasons. That that might be a good thing because you can clear it. It's a weekend of you can definitely clear and look at something differently in a positive way, and let that other energy go, and try not to do it in a negative way. It's just situating yourself. But I feel like this is somebody that is part of your life, and either they need to take an accountability, your thought process, how you look at things, because you love them. It's like, say I get in a fight with one of my kids or a friend, or disappointed, or I get mad at somebody, it's still going to be friends. So it might be one of those things where you have to explain to somebody, like, look, I love you, but this has already happened. I just, so much going on. I just want to go this way. I just want to move forward in life. But I don't think you need to go all out like that. There could just be like a misunderstanding. I don't think it's a misunderstanding, but I don't know if you're questioning, like, can this person understand why you feel the way you do? Like, really understand. It's like somebody being like, all right, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you feel that way. Are you sorry? Like, how? What do you mean? You're sorry I feel that way. That's kind of like saying, I don't know what I'm sorry for, but like, I'm sorry. I'm just throwing out an apology and not knowing why it happened, or explaining it. Are you sorry you hurt my feelings? Are you sorry, you didn't realize it? Are you sorry because you're just being negligent and you think sorry is the right answer? Or is there really growth? Because there's union here too, guys. So whoever this person is, it's going to be somebody from your past life, or it's somebody from your past here and now. And they might want forgiveness, but you have strength here. So it's kind of like something toxic is done. Something karmic is probably done. Now it's kind of like Do I go after something? Do I work with this energy, or do I just let it go because you've already released the energy? I can tell you already released it. You might still think about somebody, but you kind of already released the connection because of whatever went down. Because she's all up there in his mouth. You know, she's babysitting the little babies. You know, I got this. Then you have the 9 of Wands. So again, it's kind of like the Wounded Warrior, but I like this because this is like try again. Are you going to try, or are you just going to run away? Because this isn't walking away. This is running away. And if somebody wants to run away from something, creativity, you don't want to invest, whatever this is. You got the Lovers. Yeah, there's somebody here, 7 of Swords. You know, somebody might try to convince you that, you know, you guys should be together, but you might be better off alone. You know, so this is a positive read. And it doesn't mean it's only going to be positive if somebody else comes in the picture. This looks like forgiveness. Because somebody here needs to fight, and you're able to fight. But it's almost like you already got up, and it's try again. So you might have to use discernment when it comes to moving forward with something. You might need to be cautious here. Or, you know, go ahead and explore the unknown. Tell me about this 9 of Wands. Because this is the Wounded Warrior. Try again. It's like, you know, Queen of Swords. So, yeah, definitely no joke. But I do like the way the two of you, both these energies, have these wands up in the air. Very much protected, smart, intelligent, a lot of insight, wisdom, making a wise choice. So it's up to you on whether or not you want to change your perspective. 9 of Cups, everyday happiness with this moon. There's some type of transit here. And again, like the 8 of Swords, but it's not really the 8 of Swords. You're looking for advice. You know, somebody here could be afraid to work on something, afraid to get hurt. But this energy is like, go get them. So do be careful with your words. And this could be, you know, a cross-watcher read, somebody that looks at you like this and is wondering, like, okay, why am I even feel connected to this energy? It is something. I'm hearing time definitely went by. Time after time. you will find me. Time after time. Sit, just rest, ponder, thinking, sad, looking back, reminiscing, sitting in stubbornness. Yeah, so this energy might not even come towards you. And if they do, I don't know if you already outgrew this situation, but like in a way different way, like really, like there's no point in looking back. You're not looking back. You're not pondering. You're not reminiscing. There is a chance that someone here is extremely stubborn. I can see that for sure. And again, it could be you not wanting to look at somebody what they've been up to. because I look at sit as a good card too, and being really smart about it with all these other cards. But like when you're looking back, it causes pain. And that's what they don't want you to do. They really want you to change your perspective here with something and get up and fight and be clear about what it is, or how you speak to somebody, how you respond. Because I feel like this shouldn't be here. So to me, it's either them being stubborn or you being stubborn. It's probably a little of both. It's probably both of you being stubborn in a situation, and it looks like you're not even talking, which is very fucking strange because the connection is here. That's why I said, like, if you're thinking about something, you know, let it go. Stop thinking about it, because it's just that one little thought. Even if you let it go, it still sits with you the rest of the day because you swept it under the rug. You whitewashed it, which is not going to work for somebody here. You know, so if there's any energies like that, be careful how you whitewash this situation, because with all this energy, you've already gotten past certain stuff. But, you know, if it does happen to come back in and around, give it some thought. Only if it comes in and around. You know, you got dirt, workaholic, come up for air, hidden elements, digging, getting things started, hitting goals, reaching goals, keep going, what's coming next. Like, I think this is who you're dealing with, or who you're thinking of. And they might be coming towards us. And I say might in the sense of use your best discernment here. This might be why this energy is coming up. Like, this energy, you know, mystical, magical, fun. Somebody could think you're elusive, but it'd be on them to kind of, you know, point out their own fears in that situation if they find you elusive. You know, maybe you're dealing with somebody who can't figure you out, and it's, you know, they're really good at figuring people out, but they can't with you. So when that happens, you know, there's internal fear whether they recognize it or not. So I do feel like this is the other energy, and I do feel like Spirit's saying, if and only this comes towards you, to hear somebody out. If it's rumble and it's bullshit and it's cancer and it's all that, and it's just, you know, it's something that needs to be blocked, that's different. This is saying that there's something here that is already blocked on one person's end. I don't think it's blockages on your end. You could have blockages and challenges, but you know how to see your way out of a majority of them and still feel uplifted and do your thing. So if this energy comes towards you, you might want to hear somebody out. Again, if this is somebody obvious, you know, you got to block, that's different, guys. This would be like instantly, you know, you could be snappy. Best advice for the non-cross watcher, please. Best advice for the non-cross watchers. Ferris wheel. What goes up must come down. Bad will pass. Good will come. Repeating cycles. Getting a higher view. So it's just, it feels like a final decision here. And this could be a really good thing. The wheel could move in your favor. You know, others, like I said, people are still repeating cycles, you know, and if you're feeling like the bad situation here, the good will come from the decision you make. What goes around comes around. What goes up must come down. But I think this is getting a higher view of something, and you're really being asked to kind of go within. You're being asked to kind of use your intuition and be smart about it and not stubborn, and possibly look at this situation differently. Because this is supposed to be a new beginning, but it feels like you guys have already ended a while ago. This is something that's already been, can be lingering, but it's been done. So this is just could have been something off and on throughout your life, years, things like that. And again, this doesn't mean someone's coming towards you, because somebody may not. But this is you getting out of this energy that no longer serves you. And that's a beautiful thing. Because I see growth. I can see you've already disconnected with something, or you told yourself you already disconnected, or it's lingering because you guys have a connection. Or this person's like, why the fuck is this connection here? And you're feeling it. But I don't like telling you guys that, because that might make us make decisions and think and this and that. And you don't need to sit and overthink like about this energy that's not even here yet. It's just, you're feeling it. So if you struggle getting out of that, think it's, turn the person. Like if you think it's that person, think it's a different person that like, oh, no way, and you kind of laugh it off. Same situation. Get rid of it. There's no need to interact with energy that is not talking straight to you. And you do need to rest here, but good is coming from a situation here, a friendship, a past lover, a past life lover. It could be brand new, or it's somebody from your past, or it's a situation from your past that is being released this weekend. There's a lot of astro energy, gates, voids. So instead of letting it come to you, open your own gateway. Would you possibly be dismissing this energy? I don't know. Or maybe you need to open that gateway so this energy comes through that you've once had and still crave. And again, brand new person, or brand new same person, brand new outlook. You got to be smart about this. Let me throw my spirituals one of these cards to wrap up this particular reading. This is more carefree, matrix, iffy. The other two, really important. This seems very important too, but it just depends on how something goes, your approach on something, their approach on something, they approach, you approach. It's a mutual approach. It has to be. And then you got let go. So again, this could just be my whole theory within the read that I was saying, like, this is just an energy you got to let go of and tell yourself, like, as I walk through this gate, this energy will no longer exist, no longer, I want to say serves you, but like say it in a different way that's you. Let go. Just like running water, everything keeps constantly changing. You've been holding on to a burden that's been slowing you down. Sometimes we know that it is, or other times we need to examine our needs and behaviors. Often holding on comes from a need to control our life and our surroundings. It gives us comfort that we can direct circumstances and avoid a painful path. But if we let go of the illusion of control, we can find peace and enjoy the ride. Being vulnerable offers being vulnerable. We can find peace and enjoy the ride. Being vulnerable offers an opportunity for connection and closure. A little crab has learned to let things go. The flower in front of him is a delicate gift from nature's bringing joy. Use this when you gotta let go of something. Burden's too heavy. A tiny claw clutching tremendous effort. Take a breath, inhale. Fist forms with your hands and hold them as tight as you can. On exhale, open your hands and release the negative energy and feel the powerful release. I release this energy. So again, if this is something like you're working out, you're still going to have to release energy because it's from your past. If this is something brand new and it's somebody from your past and you slowly start recognizing that, then, same thing. I'm choosing to move forward. I love you guys. Again, this could be a really good thing with somebody too, but you just got to let go of what went down so you can move forward. And that's kind of a hard lesson too, but I can tell you can do it if you set your mind to it. It will be hard no matter what. There'd be a trust issue here, I think, but if it's somebody brand new, I don't think so, but you could be tested. But I don't see you. I see you being a very honest, very blunt. So it's just releasing yesterday. And being assertive today. I love you guys. Have a great weekend. I shall see you guys soon. Okay. I love you. I love you. I love you. Bye, guys. Hi, everybody.